What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be finally going over the Chucky review of season 2. And again, I'm a little late to this, I know, but I've been very busy and I haven't had a lot of time to just sit down and try to watch all the Chucky series. I was like an episode or two behind, and finally was able to watch it. And I want to say overall that this season of Chucky was again up and down for me. I enjoyed this season, I think, more than I did last season because, again, with episode 8 ending off in such a weird way, because now again we thought that there was only one Chucky left, and he came back and he killed the last adult of the group. So it kind of made me wonder, okay, what's going to happen? Is he going to get, Jake, Devin, and Lexi? What's going to happen? And what's going to happen to, Andy? What's going to happen to Kyle? What's going to happen to Nika? And seeing Kyle and Nika finally meeting, as well as Nika and Andy, which was really cool because they are the most ones affected by all this. And in the end, thinking that Andy was dead and he wasn't, and then him finally coming back and being able to really being able to show that Andy should have been the one to end it with Chucky. And it almost seemed like he did, and he wasn't. He was not the one that ended it all. It was just the therapist that was playing them all, and Chucky had her under the spell as well. Like, she was infatuated with him, just like Tiffany was, and among others. So, again, the way this ends off was really crazy to me because, again, with Lexi's mother being killed by Chucky, which honestly I was kind of happy because she was a pain in the ass, and the others I really don't care about. I will say there was a lot of character growth in the characters as well. Lexi finally, from her being a spoiled brat bully to becoming an addict, and then gaining a friend, losing a friend, and then finally coming to terms that her mother is an asshole, and then finally, saying, hey, because of my mom, I know I'm an addict because of this and that, but at the same time, it's one of those that she's admitting to her fault. So again, there was good character progression in that. I am very happy about that. Same thing with, Devin and Jake. Again, I'm kind of happy that they took it down a little bit with their relationship because it got very annoying. I'm just going to be honest. With last season, it was very annoying of the whole thing and them trying to put, I'm just going to be honest, a woke political agenda behind the whole ordeal, which they kind of did in this one. Them making fun of ones that were, with he, she, they slash them. Again, I don't get in all that, but they brought that up again in this season, which was kind of a pain in the ass because, again, it's one of those with Glenda's character, which, again, the actress that they got to play Glenda, I think that she did a good job at portraying the character because of the way Glenn and Glenda are portrayed to begin with them being really the same person, which is two different personalities, one male, one female, feeling different kind of ways all the time. So again, I do understand what they were trying to go for, and I think they did a good job at that. But also, it was kind of crazy with them having multiple Chuckies as well, because having like a buff Chucky and then having kind of like a scout Chucky and a military kind of Chucky and all these other kind of Chuckies. It was kind of funny, but it was also kind of crazy as well to see that. And then, of course, finally, supposedly having a good Chucky in a way that you can kind of brainwash him and make him good for a little while, and then having him go back to becoming evil. And then also finding out, same thing with Tiff, Jennifer Tilly was actually in the Tiffany doll for so long, and then finally dying after her trying to get away, and then Jennifer Tilly becoming a murderer, and at the very end, Glenn and Glenn are going back into the Glenn doll, which was kind of interesting because I wasn't thinking that was going to happen, but maybe the character, they're happy that way because of that's the way they started out. And now Nika was trying to kill, of course, Tiff, but then became obsessed with revenge, and then of course with her now hunting Tiff, while Tiff is now on the run with now Caroline, which was really interesting because, again, Caroline, she was very misjudged in this season because, again, you thought that she was the innocent one and she wasn't. Spoiler alert, she, thinks that, Tiff is her mom. And again, we all know that's not true because, again, unless something happened we're not aware of, of course, Tiff is not the mother to Caroline. The real mother, of course, to the only ones is, of course, to Glenn and Glinda. So, again, we don't know how it's going to go because, again, she was rooting for Chucky, and at the very end, when Tiff's trying to, I guess, have herself go into the other doll, it's actually revealed it's Chucky. So was somehow one more Chucky left. We always know there's one more doll left of the Chucky dolls. So that was kind of interesting, and it seemed like he was going to go after Tiff. I don't know if he's going to kill her. I really don't think they're going to kill off Jennifer Tilly's character that quickly. Actually, Tiff Valentine. I really don't think that's going to be very crappy. I don't think that they're going to do because, again, I was very impressed by Jennifer Tilly's performance, honestly. Again, everyone says she's a very underrated actress in the show, which, again, she really is. I will say that. She is an underrated actress. She did a great job, especially one of my favorite lines in this season where she says, "My name is Tiffany Valentine and I'm your goddamn mother." I love that line because, again, it really just shows, and it really went above and beyond of not, yeah, Tiff is a killer, but at the same time, she will go above and beyond to protect her kids, and I will say that. And Nika went from being this innocent, young woman who got, born with a bad deck, so to speak, and now she's become like a hunter to try to go after not only Chucky, but go after Tiff. She's pretty much going down the same path that Andy and Kyle went. And Andy and Kyle, again, they think, I guess, Chucky's dead until they actually get the news that, hey, he's not. And same thing with Tiff. So, seeing the flashback of them two exiting, the factory in the second film was really cool, and then coming back to say, hey, we're not done, and seeing Nika again. I think Fiona Dwarf does an amazing job. I will say she is the heir to the Chucky throne. She does a magnificent job at portraying herself not only as a hard ass at times, but also very fun, very entertaining, and also portraying Chucky, and I love that. I love how she portrays Chucky. Again, that is the daughter of Chucky, Brad Dourif, has been playing Chucky for many decades now. He is Chucky to me, and I think that they've done such an amazing job at bringing her into it. Again, this season has some faults, but at the same time, there was good times with Chucky this season overall. But I think it's going to be rather interesting to see where we're going to be seeing Chucky come through. Again, what is his initial goal now? Again, he is down for the count. He is still going to have Devin. He's going to have Jake. He's going to have Andy, possibly Kyle, as well as Nika on his ass, as well as also now Tiff is kind of, on the run from everybody. As Tiff, as Jennifer Tilly, she's on the run. She has Caroline with her. So, again, we don't know if she is going to try to put herself into the doll or she's going to do something else. Again, don't know. But I will say overall this season was kind of, some of the episodes was kind of corny to me, like the whole Jennifer Tilly episode where she had all these different actors and actresses actually there with her was kind of crazy in my opinion. But overall, I would say decent season overall. They really toned back the just a lot of stuff that with the woke crap. And when I say woke, I mean pushing a lot of the virtual signaling of between gay, lesbian, they/them, no identity type stuff. Again, I'm sorry. It's one of those, I don't care about that. I care about the story. And I'm very happy that they backed off on that because, again, that's what was really killing the show. And now that they have focused on more of Chucky this season really did help, and also at the same time really kind of building these characters more rather than saying, hey, I want Devin gone, I want Jake gone, I want Lexi gone. Now it's like I really don't feel the same way. I really don't care if they die, but at the same time it's one of those, I like them just a bit more than I did. So again, that's what happens with character building, man. You know, you get characters that you absolutely despise, and they kind of grow on you a little bit. But at the same time, are they the main stars of the show? Yes, unfortunately they are. But at the end of the day, the three main ones that are holding the story together as the heroes, honestly, is Andy, Kyle, and Nika. And without them, you really don't have a show. Same thing with if you get rid of Chucky, it's about Chucky. So again, you get rid of Chucky, there's going to be no show. Same thing, you got to have Jennifer Tilly around. She's got to be around for Tiff and playing herself. And then also, you got to have, of course, Glenn Glenda return at some point. But again, it just felt like they were there for like just a moment of a phrase, you know, because again, it just seems like they were there to leave. So it just kind of is interesting that they brought them back in, just to have them leave. But overall, like I said, decent season overall. But what do you guys think about it? Please let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing, leave a big like on the video if you guys enjoyed. And as always, I've seen you guys on the next one.